All right, folks. We are here and we're live now. Sorry about the a little bit of a delay, but yeah, welcome to our first session of our Stone Prophet and the Sands of Har'Akir. I am your dungeon master, dungeon mister, and we are joined by these wonderful players. If you guys want to say hey, you can if you want.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey!
Hi.
Howdy.
Hey, what's up?
Well,
Greetings.
and for those of you that don't know, this is a Ravenloft inspired kind of a domain of dread. So definitely expect to see a little bit of harshness involved in this. But yeah, we're not here for all that rigmarole. Uh, we're just gonna get right into this. We'll meet our characters shortly. So, without further ado, let us begin. By signal, by whisper, and by hurried order, the good Lord Delt of El Terrell is called upon the Hell Riders to come to the aid of the realm. Apparently, overnight, some strange magic had appeared nearby, needed some investigation. In the early hours of the morning, you all are either called upon or perhaps curiosity has gotten the better of you. Captain Estain of the famed Hell Riders has arrived in town to spearhead an investigation. Even from the village of Hardbuckler, can't help but see it. A large, shimmering, beautiful wall of light. Where the rich hills of the countryside stood, you can vaguely see in the distance, almost through the shimmering wall. It seems that the landscape has changed in a curious manner. You can't quite grasp it with your eyes from far away. Captain Estain awaits the arrival of anyone who'd be willing to help at an outpost outside of the town. We turn to this individual, mostly orcish in nature, holds an air of authority, and a little bit of order about him. A little stout, more akin to a dwarf, and clad in heavy plate armor. We would see three individuals kind of standing at the ready waiting with him. If you Hellriders want to introduce yourselves. Who do we see standing next to this orcish individual?
Who's
Well,
the
the first person you might recognize is a very, very large man, uh, about 6'3", human, well over 300 pounds, but it's not all fat. He's pretty big, and his name is Janusz Arbansky, but his friends call him John or Big John because his name is John and he's big.
All right. Standing next to him, we would see two much smaller individuals as dogs are barking in the background of the village nearby.
Standing at about 3.5 feet tall, you see a small gnomish individual. He's standing with his hands on his hips and a cape billowing dramatically behind him, even though the air around him is mostly still. He has shaggy brown hair, pointed ears, wearing studded armor, and he is looking at the giant portal with a look of anticipation on his face.
I would say it's less of a portal, more of a giant wall. But maybe that is something you suspect. And then the third individual with this little half of the group.
Then you have a tiny tabaxi guy just kind of hanging out at the orc's kind of knee, I guess.
He's about 4.5, 5 feet tall. The orc.
Okay. And just kind of surveying what's going on, looking for foes.
And as these three individuals kind of wait by Captain Estane's side, coming down the road, we would see 3 other individuals. Also, I believe 2 of them small, and 1 not as small?
What is that? Is that us?
That's you guys, yes.
You would see a dark-skinned wood elf woman, with curly, ginger / copper red hair. She is 5'8", very, very thin, and kind of looks like she's bright-eyed and young, and almost guiding these people alongside her.
All right.
So, next to her, you would see a shorter being, probably no taller than a child. He's walking with an air of determination, holding a wooden club that looks like it has carvings adorned with various birds on it. And he has a simple hand crossbow hooked into his back. He's a gnome. He's relatively youngish for a gnome, but his face is pretty well tanned, and his hands look rough, as if he'd been working. He's wearing some plain cotton clothes with a shirt that's patterned flannel, though a chain shirt is over it. He's not wearing a smile, or at least you can't see a smile through his thick and tangled reddish-brown beard, but he does not look unkind necessarily, just more focused.
And the last individual of this trio arriving.
Yes, you'll see a tall for a dwarf, a man that is adjusting his glasses, looking at the surroundings, flipping through a very intricate-looking book, but not too special to most people's eyes. And he's trying to make sense of different rumors, different things, and is trailing a little behind and then sprinting back up, trying to keep up with the other 2.
All right. And as this trio arrives, you can see it. This wall of light with this almost drizzling down of sparkles of gold. Overhead of it, these dark clouds. Just down the road, outside of town, away from this barracks.
Oh.
It is a massive wall of light. Yeah.
Hey, Duncan, is that you?
Is that you, Elias?
Yeah. Hey, funny seeing you here.
What are you?
Bet you didn't think this is what I'd be up to when Mom kicked me out of the house.
Oh my goodness, what are you doing here, Elias?
We're here to check out this big old wall of light. What are you doing here?
Well, this is just a couple miles down from my farm. You should be heading back there now. This is too dangerous for you.
I smell it in the air. There's glory in the air right now. Pardon my manners here. These are my friends. This is Doza and Big John.
Glory in the air. What the hell does that mean?
In the future, people will be singing songs of this moment.
Captain, do you want this one to run and touch the light?
Whoa. What do you got? Looks like we got some company here.
Well, if we don't get there first, they might get the reward.
There's no
I can
reward
let you
here.
know.
It's just, well, on order of Lord Delt.
I mean, wouldn't he give us a reward if we find something?
You get paid regardless, soldier. That's how it works here in the Corps.
You know how the Lord is. We're always rewarded. That's why we follow him. I mean, he's the best guy out of best guys.
This one
Well-
is the best guy.
I'm just here on a volunteer basis. This is very unusual.
The orc kind of turns to you all. Well, yeah. It's been 1,000 questions already, and I'm sure there's 1,000 more to come within the next hour. I'm glad you're here at least, and glad we have some company to keep our company. Now, we need answers. And a wall appeared. We don't know what it is. We're all that we have of the Hell Riders up here. We don't usually get too much interference. Hardbuckler's a calm town. Lord Delt felt, should be enough to handle simple inspection of a wall of light. As he kind of looks over towards it, you can see he does kind of like ponder in awe of this maybe 200, 300 foot tall, maybe a mile wide wall of light.
Do we have a cleric or a priest here? Anyone who might be able to determine if this is divine in nature?
No.
Not in the company in the present time, no. Unless one uses of that nature.
Yes, I have determined this is magical in nature.
I think I
You're
can agree with
welcome.
that.
No shit, Sherlock.
It's a very
Come on.
astute Doza.
Yes, I am very smart. Yes.
Who is this Sherlock?
A friend of my brother's. Stasher.
Oh,
Don't have to talk about her a lot, but maybe later.
all right.
I don't think I know the pleasure of, kind of looks towards the dwarf and the group who's been kind of quiet.
Yes, he is almost salivating at this light and really adjusting his glasses and pushing them away from his face and pulling him back in to make sure he has a really good view of it. Is it, Wells? This is quite the predicament we have.
Yes, of course it is. And don't want to mispronounce your name, but Vivian?
We say Vivian.
Vivian? I've had the pleasure of working with you a little bit before, or at least heard about you, Vivian. Glad we've got someone with some knows her way about the woods at least, or landscape.
We. This is very unusual. I want to see it closer if you don't mind.
Yes, that's part of the why we got a ragtag group here. Seems like those folks in Hardbuckler tend to like to keep to themselves, but understandably so. They got good crops here. I wouldn't mind harvesting them from time to time. But it would seem that part of the country's, well, disappeared beyond that wall, and,
Disappeared.
well, you can't see nothing behind it.
Oh,
There was,
no.
a young boy said early ran up, said his farm disappeared. Didn't know what happened to it, where it went. He said he could almost see what looked to be desert behind it. It's impossible, though, because Anarok's at least 100 miles from here.
Have you managed to send any riders around it?
Well, it's early. So no, we have not yet as determined, but there are reports that it's happened miles apart. So we are not alone. I've had a couple of carrier pigeon calls from different places that have seen it.
Has anyone put the physically approached this wall, or put their hand through it, or something like that?
Well, no, that's why you guys are here to inspect, investigate, just find out what it is, what it's doing.
This one will go do it right now. I'll go touch it right now.
Well, hang on, just go investigate. Be careful.
Hey, Doza, hold
Don't-
up. I'm
Well, hold
there
on.
too.
Don't.
Hold on.
Investigate with your hands.
Wait, I'm the biggest
Elias,
guy.
you
I
stay
should
back.
probably
Elias,
touch first.
Elias takes off after Doza.
Wait,
Elias, you
don't
stay back.
don't do
Duncan.
anything too fool. Oh, dear.
Big John takes off. We're both after both of them. I'm the biggest.
For the good of the realm and the glory of the Hell Riders.
Oh no.
Hey,
Just
Duncan,
come
last
back.
one there is a rotten egg.
Elias, no!
I love racing.
Oh, this is quite the group we have here.
Well, Vivian, I guess we should get a move on.
Yes, we don't want to get, shall we say, left behind.
And then Doza pops in between you. He's like, "You've already been left behind," and takes off again. Catches up with the other group immediately.
As Doza is lightning fast.
Oh,
And Esquire is quite slow.
I mean,
Probably
he's
compared
as
to-
fast as the normal person, but compared
Oh.
to Doza, absolutely.
yeah, we'll trail behind him.
All right.
Everyone. Well, yep.
As first to arrive, you approach this wall. It shimmers almost as if to welcome you to its side. This close, you can actually peer through it quite well, seeing dunes of sand beyond. You could swear, though, not far, laying on a dune ahead, looks to be a struggling woman, clad in cooler colors.
Oh no, are you in trouble, madame?
She looks to be beyond the wall. At
Does she
least
not hear me?
probably a couple hundred yards.
All right, now that we're here, who wants to touch it first?
I'll touch it
Don't-
first right now.
don't be-
Immediately.
Don't be foolish now. We're not just gonna touch it. You need to look at it and investigate it.
Yeah,
You can't catch
Stephen,
me, haha. And then Doza runs towards the wall, towards the woman.
Elias is investigating the wall with his hands.
Damn fool. No, Duncan is gonna try to hold Elias back.
Okay, give me a athletics check, and then Duncan give me an athletics check, and Elias give me acrobatics.
First roll of the game.
As you would see Doza just run through the wall, and it looks like he just disappears.
Oh no.
and he's
Who's
not on the
running?
other.
You don't see him on the other side.
Hmm.
Do I see the lady over there?
We'll get to you in a second.
You would see Big John would bend over at the waist into the wall, trying to keep in.
As Big John bends at the waist into the wall to peer into it, you would see the wall stretch out like a flash of light and kind of vamps out about a foot or so, 2 feet, to cover the rest of his body. Just in this little kind of like almost a surge, as Elias does get away from Duncan
Elias
and disappears beyond the wall too.
does a little slip. He just kind of puts his hands on the wall. He doesn't actually go through. I assume the same thing kind of happens.
I would say as the surge from Big John, it would consume him as well.
Stephen,
Yes.
from my meticulous studies and wonderment of what this could be, can Esquire make any sense of this wall?
Give me a Arcana check. with a study action as 3 people just disappeared into it. With a 21. Oddly enough, you've never seen anything like this. This is especially occurring at random like this. It looks as if it is another land on the other side. Almost as if... I don't want to say another plane, but almost as if like another... Like it's connecting 2 points that normally do not connect. So it's
So,
akin to teleportation, but it's something
beyond.
something different, something more powerful, something
Would
very,
you
very
almost
powerful.
say a different reality almost?
I wouldn't say that. I would just say it's definitely beyond any power you've ever witnessed or seen, especially this close. Like you heard of, again, teleportation magic. That's a small feat. The closest thing would have been teleportation magic would probably be the closest thing.
But it's
Or
beyond that.
it doesn't look like an illusion. It's real.
Vivienne is curious enough that she would have probably gotten too close to it.
Okay. If you get too close to it, it will consume you rather rapidly.
Yeah, and I'll just casually follow.
I would have said Duncan would have followed Elias right in after him, after cursing under his breath, and looking to Vivienne and saying, "You stay here."
All right.
Yeah, she would have. I cannot let them go there alone.
Well, as you're all one by one consumed or walked into it, with Doza being the first there, you do see the woman. Maybe about 100 or so feet away. Immediately met with the sweltering heat of the hot wind billowing off the dunes of the sand. It's not as welcome as you first felt from the outside. Immediately, if you had
dainty paws,
if you
my toe
had
beans are on fire.
yeah, your toe beans are very much on fire. But let me change the music. But you do see this woman about 100 feet away, laying on a dune. She looks to be struggling, laying down, just
Alright,
like
she
face
is
up.
moving. Alright,
Yeah, it looks like it. I'd say from here.
I'll run towards her.
All right. And kind of one by one, as the rest of you kind of just appear through this kind of almost sandstorm behind you, if you look around, there's just this red, sandy storm right behind you. Just can't see through it at all. As you would all kind of one by one appear as Doza goes running forward to this woman.
I'll head over to the lady as well.
All right. Yeah, it was
Be
around the same
careful,
time.
everyone.
And is everyone else approaching? But Doza's just getting there first, kind of thing?
Yep.
Of course, yes.
All right.
Doza always gets there first.
Doza will always get there first.
Mm-hmm.
That will be a constant, as long as he's alive.
That's what I do until I die.
But
Is there any visibility
behind you? No. Ahead of you? Absolutely. There's just a little bit of this hot wind blowing off the dune, scorching sun atop of you. Much brighter and in a different position than the sun was when you had left. You do not see the land that you left a moment ago.
Duncan would be, I think, probably walking slower than most, just observing his surroundings and the sky above.
All right. As Doza, you get closer to this one with Elias quickly behind. She seems to be barely able to move. Her hands kind of reach out towards you. Her eyes open but just staring off into nothingness. Yellow, jaundiced eyes. Emaciated, dry, cracked skin, blisters all over her body. Dressed in what was probably once festive clothing. She looks up towards you, or at least attempts to. Her head not able to lift itself.
Alright, I will come closer to her and pull out my water skin and attempt to give her a little bit of water.
I'll kneel down and I'll grab her hand. Pretty lady is like beautiful as you. What are you doing out here? And I'll cast Cure Wounds.
And as they do that, Big John will come to the foot of her where his shadow casts shade over her body because he's a large man.
As you cast Cure Wounds, it seems to have no effect on her. You've never seen anything like this before. She speaks softly, kind of voice cracking. You're not villagers. The scent, grass, trees. You come
Whoa.
from outside this place. Go
Yeah, just
back.
down the road.
There is no
That-
place for you in Har'Akir.
Har'Akir.
Care.
Where's that?
Kind of almost like she can't even hear you. The
Wow.
dagger.
We gotta get her out of the sun.
The dagger at my side.
Oh, great. I'll take the dagger.
Too weak to reach it. My
What do you want done with the
legacy,
dagger?
Piotra.
Big John,
Piotra.
Big John, stand on the other
Piltra,
side.
your son?
Big John's trying to block the sun as
Steven,
best he can.
Yes.
Spread his arms. to
is
do
she an illusion?
Give me an investigation check.
Well, I mean, we both touched her.
My legacy. She is not an illusion.
Oh, that's
I
one.
cannot return it to you. Remember. A poor legacy for Piotra. To the
Piotra.
north. River shelter. My brother.
The squire begins jotting this down.
Piotra. Return home. Piotra. The dagger.
What is
My
your
name's
name?
not Piltra. My name is Doza.
What is your name?
A poor legacy. And she doesn't even have a chance to exhale. As she kind of just seems to just ramble. Her body falls limp as she stops reaching out. As she does, her skin immediately dries up, shrivels, pulling tight all along her bones, as if she is a skeleton with skin on it.
That Big John would like stand up and like, what the fuck was that?
Elastic step back as well.
Doza's gonna get the dagger.
You have the dagger. It is a fancy curved short dagger. Has a green handle, emblem of a horse on it.
Hey guys, the wall is gone. I wasn't expecting that.
We can see that. Yes.
No, I wasn't I thought it would still be there, and we could just kind of go back across.
Maybe your first instinct shouldn't have been to touch it.
Yeah, probably
I
not.
was the first one to touch it. I was there quickly.
I saw.
We're all still alive to tell the tale, okay?
Well, I think now we need to take stock. Let's try to figure out first, where are we?
Well, it's a desert.
That mummy lady, she said Har'Akir.
I'm gonna
Har'Akir.
pull
Yeah,
out my cartography tools and
Yeah,
I'm gonna start jotting down the immediate area and making a map.
Kind of hard to make a map when all you see behind you is a wall of sandstorm, and ahead of you is just sand dunes as far as you can see.
There's no point of interest.
No points of interest except for this woman's dead body.
Okay, that will be my first point of interest.
And she said to head north. So which direction is north?
Good question.
Uh,
Am I... Oh, do I have a compass in my cartography tools?
Compass does not work here if you pull it out.
Oh.
Is any?
I think John is gonna pat down the well first he's gently gonna check to make sure that she's dead. He's not a total creep. But as he notices
give me a medicine check.
Okay.
It would appear that my compass does not work here. I'm not sure why.
It keeps spinning around.
Take a look. It keeps spinning.
She's dead.
Okay. Don't worry, it's not your fault. At least you came prepared.
Has anyone heard of Har'Akir?
What?
Has anyone heard of Have I heard of Har'Akir?
No.
Har'Akir? No.
This seems to be not where we belong.
John's gonna search the body, knowing it's dead now. He doesn't feel weird about touching it.
All right.
Perhaps this is a different
This
realm.
is clearly the work of wizards, and we should leave. I'm gonna start walking towards the desert.
As you start walking towards the desert, a hand bursts out of the sand, clutches onto Doza.
Doza?
At the same time, two other forms pop up surrounding Elias out of the sand. These undead, sand-covered bodies. And then the last one pops up next to Vivian. Is Doza. Gets hit for 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
It beat my AC.
Got an 18 to hit.
Dang it.
Oh, there's actually a fifth one.
I am alert.
Alert
Then
works
you should have
differently
told
now.
us.
You can be surprised with alert.
You can?
You can. With the new 1D&D rules, folks.
What the heck is the point of alert?
It gives you your proficiency bonus to your initiative,
right?
and you can swap it with someone else.
Oh.
So you can always have someone else go first. Or before.
So I don't even get the advantage against being surprised.
Correct.
That's really bad. It's
It's in the playtest.
It is in the playtest. As they pop up around you, and the last one does go to Doza as well.
Remember what we said about me dying?
Got a nat 1 to hit, though.
You shouldn't have gone out first.
But, did I bring you guys to that map? I did. We're going to roll some initiative as you hear this shrieking as they all appear around you.
Oh, you don't even need it. Look at that.
Oh. I think Doza goes first still, though.
I would say
Okay.
so. as I'm gonna move my computer. But and so now Vivian, if you want to switch initiative with anybody, you can.
Immediately after you roll initiative, you can swap your initiative with the initiative of one willing ally. Oh, wait, let me see.
You
Yeah, no, not yet.
Okay, fair enough.
don't
Yeah,
see
you
the
don't know
use
how
of it
these
right
guys
now.
work.
Yeah.
We'll find out who really needs to go first. But Doza is first. What is Doza doing?
I'm going to attack the person in front of me.
The one to the north of you?
Yep,
As
north.
this
one.
undead individual in sand-covered rags just reaches out towards you.
Yep, he's getting the unarmed strike.
That will definitely hit him.
Whoa. First hit of the
Two
game.
nat 20s in a row. First attack,
Nice.
nat 20.
Wow.
There we go.
That does 14 points of bludgeoning damage as you... What is your unarmed strike like? What kind of attacks does he do?
Well, it's not heavy enough to do a roadhouse. So just quick jabs to the face and body.
As you kind of break...
Depending on how tall he is, he's probably like
I would
waist.
say as he's standing up, you can break his jaw off. Just snap it right off. Easily enough.
And he's still alive, though?
Absolutely.
Well... Alright, might as well go all out and spend a key point or discipline point. And bonus action, 2 unarmed strikes.
Alright.
First one's going against the same guy. Second one's going to go against the guy to my right.
Alright. 13 hits. And these guys are just kind of shambling up out of the sand as it takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And a 13 will hit the other one too, as you just popping them. For 4 points as well. Anything else for Doza?
No.
Alright.
That will be my turn.
That will take us to Vivienne.
I'm going to use Hunter's Mark on this guy in front of me.
Alright. Does it look like anything when you mark him up?
What does she have?
Or is it just you like focusing?
She has a sprig of mistletoe. She like snaps her fingers and like a little flower kind of sprouts from its head.
Okay.
Like it but like only she can see it.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Do I have to roll anything for that?
No, this is bonus action. It happens.
Okay, and I'm going to pull out my scimitar, and I'm gonna attack the one in front of me.
All right. You actually do have 2 scimitars.
I do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Did I attack twice?
So with the new Nick property, those of you watching, we are using the 1D&D test rules. We are with the Nick property. You can attack as long as your first attack was with a weapon of the light property as well. And because scimitars have the Nick property, yes, you can make a second attack as part of the attack action for free.
Oh, so the scimitar offhand?
Yes.
Gotcha.
But a 17 will definitely slash into that creature.
5 and...
It deals
so 9.
9 points of damage as it just kind of slashes and whirls into it.
And then... Pant? Ooh.
20 will also hit. Off to a wonderful start as it takes 6 more points
Do I
of
still get
damage.
the hunter's mark on the second one?
No, it is just once per turn.
Just once per turn.
But yeah, as you slash into it twice with your scimitars, it kind of bits of it just dry and cracked just fall off. There is no moisture in this body.
I am going to attempt to move away.
All right. It will attempt to make an attack on you.
Yep.
Getting a big 10.
Nope, it misses.
All right.
And I will make my way. Hello, big guy. You look strong. Could you please take care of that for me? Thank you.
Sure.
And that will take us to Elias, as two of these shambling corpses covered in dust just kind of not even shaking it off, just reach out towards you. What is Elias doing?
Hey, Big John, you got me over here? I'm going to, I'm gonna stay where I am, but I'm going to bring my dagger out, and my dagger is gonna shine with a white, bright light as I slash out.
All right, towards which one?
The one down to the left over here.
All right.
So
19 will hit. You do have, I did make you an attack for your special attack.
For the
Mhm.
overture strike, I see it.
As it deals 5 points of radiant damage as his dagger shines bright.
And then bonus action, I look over behind me over at Big John. Big John, can I come get my back, please? And I'm gonna give him some bardic inspiration.
Okay.
It's a D6.
Big John is bardically inspired. And that will take us to your turn, Big John.
Okay, first thing that Big John will do is throw a hand axe at the one that Elias just struck out at.
Okay. As you toss a hand axe out. An 8 somehow still hits. As you just throw it, you kind of trip on the sand, not used to fighting in this environment, and it still just kind of hits it right in its chest.
Wow, that's amazing.
As it will take 8 points of slashing damage. And your next attack, next turn, will have advantage against that creature.
Okay, what if I use my action surge right now?
You can do it right now. It would work.
Yeah. Move towards him.
First
And then-
combat.
Yep. Do my action surge and hit him with my maul.
Pulling out this big old hammer. 23 will absolutely hit it. As it takes 10 points of bludgeoning damage. It is knocked over. And you swear you almost knocked that thing in two. But it somehow isn't dead.
Okay.
It is toppled, though.
And then since it is toppled, Big John will just run up to confront this one.
It will take an attack opportunity against you.
Okay.
At disadvantage.
Mhm.
Getting a nat 1.
Yeah.
As it
that's
just
it.
clambers out towards you on the ground. You easily walk away from it.
Step on its fingers.
Yep. And that will take us to Duncan.
Elias, you damn fool. Duncan's gonna run up to this corpse next to Elias.
All right.
He's gonna take his club in his hand and kind of put his hand on it and cast Shillelagh. So the club glows with kind of a shimmering white sparkling light that he's going to use to attack.
Okay. Let's see that shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
12 will hit it.
Oh, thank God.
As it whacks it for 4 points of force damage.
Boy, that was sucked. Okay. Off to a good start. And then, let's see.
Action, bonus action. You got more movement if you want to try and move somewhere.
No, I'm good. I'm here, like, backing up Elias.
All right.
I don't want to leave him alone. And I don't have any bonus actions.
Well, bonus action to cast Shillelagh.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
That will take us to the zombies, as this one will stand back up. Right here, this guy... Hey, you walked up next to it, Big John. It's going to try to slam into you.
Sure.
Getting a 12 to hit.
That misses.
This one over here is going to try to slam into Elias.
I'm too quick and nimble for you.
Getting a 19 to hit.
That's gonna hit actually.
As Elias, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. As you try and dodge out of the way, it kind of grasps onto your shoulder and just kind of twists. Definitely tore some ligaments in there. Over here towards Duncan, as you just whacked into this one, it's going to try to... It's going to actually just try to tackle you. I'm going to need an athletics or acrobatics check from you, Duncan.
Acrobatics.
All right, with 13, it tries to tackle you and it just kind of stumbles as it just wanders. You know, it takes a step and like kind of stumbles out of its placing for a moment. Up here, though, Doza. They are going to try to slam into you. Getting a 6 and a 5 to hit. As they both are, you're a small little cat just dodging back and forth as they are just kind of stumbling, kind of running into each other, we'll say. As they're being too greedy. That'll take us to Esquire. What's an Esquire do?
Thinking that I will use... you'll start to see my hands come together as I grab a dagger. And what I'm gonna do is do a little true strike.
All right, what does your true strike look like?
So you'll see the my eyes begin to glow a goldish color, and kind of sigils will appear beneath both my eyes, as my book also shines a little. And then I will bring out the dagger, and it'll start glowing with those sigils, a radiant light, and I will swing.
All right.
Is the guy prone?
No,
No, still okay.
that was this guy up here too.
Gotcha.
But
gotcha,
he's not prone. He stood up on his turn. 8 does hit.
Wait, what?
These are very slow, shambling zombies that have just walked up out of the sand. They are
So
very easy
it'd
to
be
hit.
5 radiant to
It
the
deals
guy.
5 points of radiant damage. This flicker of light just kind of arcs through its being, and you can almost see it like shine from the inside as you stab into its backside. Almost like when you light up a geode kind of thing.
Did this guy already swing?
I don't know.
Can't
I mean, I know, but you know.
Don't remember.
Just got their turn
They
back.
just had their turn.
Gotcha. That's what I was thinking. All right, that'll end my turn there.
That will take us to Doza. Top of the round.
Alright, I'm gonna pull out that weird ass dagger and stab the guy in front, up north.
Okay. That will
Figured
hit.
that Good.
Seems really lightweight for a dagger, but it stabs, doing 5 points of piercing damage.
Does it look like it only did 5 points of piercing damage?
It does. As it looks like you stabbed where this creature's heart would be and ripped open bits of its chest as it just kind of dust falls out. And it seems to falter for a moment. It should have killed it, but it's still up somehow.
Dang it. Alright, I will spend discipline point to... What am I gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Oh, for a flurry of blows. It's like,
Okay.
do I run away or do I flurry of blows? And
Alright.
he's gonna get one arm striking the guy north and one to his right.
Okay. They both definitely hit. As the one to the north collapses and just splatters to dust. I do need... This will affect your next attack. Possibly. I need a Constitution saving throw from Doza. As dust explodes around. You are blinded.
I'm gonna use lucky.
Okay. Fair enough. You
I am
are
unlucky.
You are indeed blinded, so I will need another attack. It still hits. So it will still do 9 points of bludgeoning damage as the one explodes. There is no more. Just dust explodes and Doza covers your face.
And that's my turn.
Alright. That will take us to Vivienne.
Vivienne, who is muted. She will shoot an arrow.
Shoot her.
A nat 20.
Nat 20. Yep.
What is slow?
It reduces its speed by 10 feet. Or 5 feet. I can't remember.
Oh,
It's all in the 1D&D PDFs.
so hitting with the longbow slows things?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. So do I get max damage with this?
So if you click on it, you'll see I have already worked it into your character sheets that the
Oh.
second dice automatically is max.
Oh,
first-
and I
first
got max
dice-
on my first roll.
Well, you rolled a 4 or whatever. Or 3. But that is more than... Actually... Can it do it?
19?
No. It does explode into dust as I need Big John and Esquire both to make Constitution saving throws.
I'm gonna dock an arrow.
Can I add my bardic inspiration to that? Why is that 4 there? What's that for?
Look- Looks like you got something clicked on. Yeah, you got Bless clicked on. I did have Bardic Inspiration stuff on all these guys at some point. You can, and I would recommend it.
Okay, 1d6.
Yeah. And I need one from Esquire as well.
So 14.
Yep, you are not blinded by this. Esquire, need a Constitution save. Esquire.
Yes. You said Constitution save?
Yes. For the battle at hand. As you are not blinded. As this...
I'm gonna use
Yes.
my bonus action to mark this one.
Alright. Marking it up. A little flower grows in your peripherals. Anything else for Vivienne?
I will. I'm assuming this is like a hill.
It's a dune.
Gonna position myself over here.
Alright. We'll take us to
And
Elias.
that's everything.
Elias is gonna square his body up with this undead that just got back to his feet. His cloak is going to billow dramatically behind him, and he'll bring his dagger up and slash out. And as he's slashing, he yells, "Twinkle slash!" Uh, and,
Okay.
uh, with a
It's my favorite now.
true strike.
Yep.
Twinkle slash!
That will hit it for sure. A lot of nat 20s tonight, guys.
Yeah.
You'll pay
Fortune
for it
favors
later,
the
don't
bold.
worry.
I know.
As it
Blaze is gonna hate
explodes
us, so-
into dust, I do need Elias to give me a Constitution saving throw.
16.
You are not blinded.
See that, Duncan? That's how it's done. I'll go over here.
Blanking. That will take us to Big John.
All right. Big John is gonna run up this way and take a big ol' swing at his maul.
All right. Probably get a nat 22. No.
Nope.
Exact,
one.
exact opposite.
Yeah.
Inspiration.
You do get inspiration, though,
Nice.
as you slam into the sand, explodes everywhere. Not the creature, though. Anything else for Big John?
That'll be end of his turn.
All right, that will take us to Duncan.
All right, Duncan will finish what Big John started and take his club and swing away.
Swing away. That will definitely hit.
All right, enforce damage.
As you just kind of crumple one of its arms and it just kind of falls off into the sand, becoming sand once more. Anything else for Duncan?
I think that's it.
All right.
That was a good hit, Duncan.
We'll talk about this later.
We'll take us to these zombies, as one is going to attack Doza with advantage now. It tries to slam into you, getting a 20 to hit
We'll use my luck point.
to make it reroll.
Yep.
Getting a 20 to hit.
Damn it. All right.
It literally rolled 3 20s in a row. You do only take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, though. As it just
Okay.
kind of slams into your toe, as you're just kind of bobbing and weaving blindly. This guy here... He's going to go for the biggest guy possible, probably. So, gonna be against Big John, getting a 6 to hit over here.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big old miss.
As it just tries to give you a big hug, and you just kind of like bounce it away. And we'll take us to Esquire Everstall.
Well, thank the gods that is away from me now. And I will look at this zombie looking at our cat friend. As I get ready to cast.
He's casting.
I'm casting Firebolt.
Classic.
Yep.
Sure, the same glimmer in your runes light up.
Yep. And this time in my fingertips, there'll be a small mote of fire that'll shoot out.
All right. 24 will absolutely hit the zombie.
Yeah. Zing. And there we go.
Does 4 points as it pelts it in its shoulder as it's stumbling around, trying to catch this cat. Anything else for Esquire?
Just gonna move over here. Trying trying to get a surroundings. Is there anything as a bonus action that I can like? No, probably not. Yeah, that'll be it then.
All right. Top of the round, Doza, you are blinded. What are you doing?
I'm gonna strike out at the thing that hit me.
Okay. At disadvantage.
Using the dagger first.
Okay. 18 will hit. It takes 4 points of piercing.
Then I'll do my bonus action, unarmed strike.
All right. 12 will also hit. For
Another 4.
bludgeoning. As you feel it seems like it toppled away. But then you kind of feel the wind blow as it stands back up.
And, that's my turn.
At the end of your turn, you do see it kind of readjusting itself, its stature, as it kind of shambles towards you. That will take us to Vivienne.
But don't worry, mon petit chat. I will help you. I'm gonna shoot at it.
All right.
Merci.
14 hits. As it bursts into sand, I do need Doza to make Constitution save.
Oh no! Oh mon dieu!
As it explodes, Doza, you cover your eyes quickly so sand doesn't get in it.
This one learned from that trick.
I'll bonus action Hunter's Mark this one just
All right.
because I have it.
Fair enough.
You're next, and she snaps her fingers.
That will take us to Elias.
Elias spins, does a 360 on his on 1 foot, and as he comes back around, yells out another twinkle slash.
It'll never get old, I promise.
Right.
I'm gonna laugh every single time.
It will hit. No, I meant that seriously. I don't think it'll ever get old.
I
Just
will
wait
laugh
till
every
the big
single time.
bad comes and he
I'm
gets the
telling you.
final hit on it.
Yep, can't wait.
Yeah.
As you slash into the backside of this, or side of this corpse, it staggers for a moment, but still standing, still eyeing Big John's big leg.
Well, yeah.
All right, taking us to Big John.
Bardic Inspiration I announced before my roll to hit, right?
You've already used it,
Oh, that's right. You are correct. I am sorry.
but no, you can announce it after you roll, just like
Oh,
how you
yeah.
used it last time.
Make sure.
You have inspiration, I think, from your now
You
one.
do have regular inspiration.
Regular inspiration.
And so the way
Okay.
inspiration works,
That's
just to
advantage.
clarify, you can choose to use it after you roll. You can be like, oh no, I rolled a 2. I'm going to use my inspiration. So
Well,
much like
I'm
the
not
Baldur's
gonna-
Gate 3 game.
Okay, well, I'm gonna wait to use my inspiration as I swing out with my maul.
23 will hit. As it crushes into this thing, as it crumples to the ground, as some of you guys, it's up to you guys for flavor if you want to be blinded in this moment. Whatever you guys choose. But that will take us out of initiative there, as all of the zombies are dead. Now you find yourselves... Elias, you're blinded. Just for 6 seconds.
Let's see.
Vivienne will look for her arrows. She shot 2 arrows.
And they both exploded.
Oh, they exploded. Oh no, they exploded. My arrows.
So, as a person with allergies, I get this. And Big John, as he crushes the chest of this thing and this dust flies over his face, he goes, oh.
Good zoom tight there, Big John, as he pats his calf.
Didn't know you
Thank you,
spoke
friend.
Draconic.
Is everyone all right?
I'm good. Doza, you good?
They scratched me. They hit me. Am I going to turn into a zombie? Magic Man. You heal me. You heal Doza now.
You will address me as Esquire.
Esquire Magic Man. You heal Doza now.
This is not part of my. This is not part of my expertise.
Doza, come here.
Useless
here.
Magic Man.
Doza,
I don't care who does it. Somebody heal those now.
I will healing word Doza.
All right.
Do not turn into zombies.
What is the
popped it.
word? Is it
What is
cat?
the word?
Oh
careful.
man.
Feline.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. I'm not mad.
I'm not your dad.
I want to say twinkle heel.
Do it. Do it. I love it.
For 7.
7 healing.
Can I investigate the pile of corpses, or is it
They
like
have all shattered
dust
to
in the wind?
Dust
Okay,
in the
so
wind.
dust in the wind. All right.
And what about the woman's corpse?
She's still there.
Corpse.
Emaciated, and it's honestly mostly just skeleton at this point.
Can
Actually,
I either investigate or do a nature check to figure out what the source of her death was? If it was like,
yeah, that's what I was gonna
It would
start.
be a religion check.
oh, I do
You
not
could,
have.
I would love to
You
do
can
that.
still roll it. Yeah.
I have this dagger. She
Yes, I will take a look at that in a moment. Hold
I
on.
don't
Oh,
think it's evil.
I do not know
Um,
anything about these.
No. She dead.
Just let me think.
I
Please.
would say Esquire with a 17 religion,
I'm
looking
adjusting
over
my glasses, flipping through pages.
with the way that it seemed Elias tried to cure her previously when you first approached, and it didn't seem to work. With the way she emaciated and died so rapidly, it seemed like she had some sort of disease or curse on her.
As all this is going on, Big John walks over to the dune, and where it becomes steep enough as like a wall, he punches it a few times
It's hot.
where the wall would have been.
I'm gonna cast this ritually.
Okay, so sitting down for 10 minutes, just kind of focusing.
Yeah, 1 minute. Let me see if this is contagious. While I stand here over this body for 10 minutes.
We're gonna take a little breather here. Is that what we're gonna take a breather? If we're gonna take a breather, I can play us a little bit of music, play a little tune.
It's just 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna cast Goodberry.
Okay.
Magic Man. Here's the dagger, Magic Man. Esquire.
Yeah, I'll bring out the flute and play it anyway.
Big John tosses some sand
kind of a-
around.
Kind of just a somber little tune, just a little background music.
Actually, do I have ritual casting?
So
Oh, yeah,
that is not a
everybody
thing
does.
anymore.
Oh.
Pretty much, if you can cast a spell with that has the ritual tag, you can ritually cast it.
Okay.
Oh, nice. That's really nice.
Anyone can.
Yes.
Yep.
You don't
Any
have to have
cleric.
you don't have to have the tag ritual caster. If you have the spell prepared, you can cast it as a ritual. Wizards do not need the spell prepared to cast it though.
I do have the spell prepared.
Oh, that's
Then
beautiful.
you can cast it as a ritual.
Then that is what she is doing.
I'm gonna hand out 2 good berries to everyone.
As you cast this good berry, they're usually plump and full of delicious juice. These are more like raisins.
Do I
Dried
sense that
up.
they're poisonous?
Well, you're still ritually casting.
Okay. When I am done, I will take a look.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is not normal.
Maybe some raisins. I'll pop one in my
you-
mouth.
I was gonna say, did he already hand them out to us?
I was starting to.
Yeah, I'll pop one in my mouth.
It's a little chewy,
while this
fibrous.
is
Still give me a
going
hit
on,
point.
Still gives you a hit point. It still fills you up. It does not hydrate you.
Okay, Elias, please do not waste these. I'm passing these out in case there is another attack or anyone needs healing. These will
He
help.
already ate 2 of them.
I already ate both of them. They're okay.
Elias, we are in a survival situation here. You cannot just be wasting resources like that.
You can make them again. It's okay.
Tomorrow,
as well as this is going on, you would observe Big John.
Elias kind of puts his hands up. Okay.
You'd observe Big John looking at the perimeter of the wall where it once was. Digs some sand, tosses it between his legs, sticking kind of like a dog. Reaches another spot, picks up some sand, looks at it. Grabs another handful of sand from another spot, looks at it, and he turns around and he says, "The wall's definitely gone."
Well, as you look behind you, there looks to be a wall there. There's just a wall of what looks to be a sandstorm, reddish in color, blustering beyond.
Never mind, there is a wall there and it looks like shit. Sandstorm?
I'm not too keen on going into a sandstorm. Portal is one thing, or a big wall of energy is one thing, but a sandstorm, I don't know. Get lost in there.
how else are we going to get out then, Elias? What's your suggestion?
Well,
Oh,
we don't
simple-minded
have
folks.
to go out, do we? We got this dagger.
Well,
Vivian, you
Yes.
do not notice any poison or disease around.
Let me see this dagger, Dozo.
Doza's been bugging you about it like the entire time. Like just been like tapping you with it.
Including the dagger, there's nothing poisonous or disease ridden about it.
No.
Like a Roomba.
You'll see the dwarf put his hood up to kind of protect his face from the glaring sun. And then I'll begin casting a ritual as I pull out this nice-looking pearl. And I
We're
take
doing
the dagger in my
10
hand.
minutes here. Okay.
Sure. Well, just while everyone was doing all that shenanigans. And then I would like to cast Identify on the dagger, Steven.
I would say, yeah, you can do that while Vivian is casting her ritual. You can ritually cast Identify.
I was just letting other people talk. You know?
Yeah, no, I got you. I appreciate it. This is... The name of it is a Vistani dagger. It makes criticals better.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Ooh,
Target takes a 2d6 damage.
well, that's nice. That is a Doza dagger right there.
Dozai's a monk, isn't he?
Oh,
It's
Yeah,
actually something I could use.
Something anyone could
I-
use. It's a dagger.
Yeah.
It is a dagger.
no one can use it.
Anyone can use a dagger.
Anyone can use a dagger.
I mean,
And I because when the woman was talking, I mentioned that I was taking down certain notes. She was mentioning the dagger, and she was pointing off into a direction. Do I see what she was kind of looking at?
She wasn't
or pointing. Off
pointing.
to?
She was kind of reaching out blindly towards whoever was giving her shade, kind of like you guys. She was just reaching out towards you all.
Do I remember a few of the not everything she was saying, because some of it was repeated, but just the important kind of cliff notes of it?
Well, I would assume anything that was repeated was important. Yeah, it happened 2 seconds ago. She mentioned the dagger, her brother, Piotr, and River's Shelter North. That's really about all she said.
So she had to return home, returning a legacy, something like that.
Yep. Or poor legacy. Or Piotr.
Big John's gonna put one hand on Doze's shoulder and the other hand on his Elias's shoulder, and he's gonna pull him back like 5 feet and say, "Come."
Well, everyone, it seems that we should
The dagger.
head north.
We don't know where north is.
What?
I would say you can make a survival check to figure it out based on the location
Yes,
of the sun.
Yeah,
it's not
I
that.
have a deft explorer. I do not have desert. I did not think we were gonna immediately be in the desert.
No, it's immediate.
Wait, you're saying you knew we were going to be in the desert?
No, I didn't.
It makes sense then, I would think.
Yeah, I did not. Tomorrow I will be more prepared. I just need to. I need to think about our environment a little bit.
All right. Well, I often, hike around and explore the wilderness. So perhaps I can find a way through here. Can I determine which way is north?
Give me a survival check.
Duncan, I believe in you.
Wait.
I mean, I'm an expert in cartography, but he's got it.
Yeah. With a 20, yeah. North is like north on the map. South south of
I knew we
you
already figured it out.
and southwest of you is the wall of looks to be a sandstorm. A reddish colored sand.
Well, folks, north is up. Everyone, let's go up.
Hold on. You two, come here. And
I'm gonna take the dagger back from.
Watch it. Why are you
Square.
taking this from me?
Those that found it.
Those are
This is
You
Hell
should
Rider
not just be
property.
taking things. Yes. This is important. She's needed it to go to her brother.
She trusted Doza with it. Yep.
I believe you stole it from her dead corpse.
Then are you going to return it?
Oh mon
It's
dieu,
just-
just give it here. I will hold on to it.
You don't even know what it does. That you
All right.
can't.
Everybody, just calm down here, okay?
yeah, calm down.
This
And
is a Hell Riders mission here, so I think that maybe Doza here should hold on to it. Just for now.
I was
For
brought here
now.
by the Hell Riders. I was just
Listen, I don't know you. I looking at Vivian. I don't know you at all.
Oh bonjour, my name is Vivienne Boutillier.
I don't know you either, but I might like to get to know you better.
You might know Vivian. She's probably done some conscript work for the Hell Riders.
Well, that changes things.
I mean, that's up to you. I don't care.
Well, I recognize you. But I don't know what your intent is.
My intent.
We serve Lord Delp. We're not here just to do work for the Hell Riders. We are the Hell Riders. So, loyalty's kind of thing. I'd personally rather see the dagger with my friend Doza momentarily, at least.
Well,
I'm
I
pretty
don't
sh-
care who has the dagger. I just want them to stop fighting.
Me too.
I'm pretty sure your lord told you not to go touching the wall. He told you to investigate it.
That was my
I
captain.
investigate
Yes.
with my
Actually,
hands all the time.
big difference. The Stain makes a lot of suggestions. Lord Delp makes commands. So, it's up in the air.
Well, I came along with Vivienne and Esquire here, and we volunteered, so we're part of this now. We are in it.
We're
We
just
are-
here to help guide everyone back home at this point.
You
A
want to go
lot
back
has
through the
happened.
sandstorm back there?
pacify the
no,
men.
that is
No,
a terrible
no.
idea.
Listen, Vivian here is what we would call a guide. She was the reason me and my new companion here was able to get here so swiftly. We should follow her north.
Actually, Duncan, I saw you looking north earlier.
If I'm following anybody, I'm following my brother.
Yeah, I just followed the road. I
You
didn't
follow
need
Vivian.
uh,
It was just right
to,
outside of
to,
town.
to get to the wall. It was literally 10 minutes from my house. Um,
Uh,
Yes,
Wait. Are you two
it's
actually
okay, Messenger. I appreciate it.
but
biologically related?
Squire, sorry, my comment is not very good.
Yeah, Big John, this is my big brother.
Oh
Well,
shit!
one of my
I'm
big
an
brothers, at
asshole.
least.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear that much. The only friend of Elias is a friend of mine. And you could be my friend too, lady.
Elias leans over to Duncan and watch out for the hugs. That they hurt.
I
Yeah.
can handle myself. But if we're gonna survive this, then we all got to be friends, okay?
Okay.
I agree.
Well,
May I point out the obvious?
What's
yeah.
that?
We entered a portal that none of you will understand ever. I have an inkling. We immediately happened upon a woman dying. Then someone tried to cast a healing spell. It did not activate. Now we have this one clue as he holds up the dagger. And her words repeatedly said, "Go north."
Okay.
This is where we should go.
All right. I'd like to figure out where we are though and how to get back home because it's just as much as I love
Well,
Lord Delp, this kind of
back-
job.
Back home
people-
is not possible right now.
What
We
do you
must
mean?
go on.
I have
Forward.
people who rely on me. You know, I got my sister and I got my
Well,
niece.
They'll rely on someone else.
They don't
now
have
you are
anybody
stuck.
else to rely on. My brothers die.
Don't worry, big guy. We'll be back in time. Just follow us.
Who
What's
knows?
dying?
We could be stuck in time for all we know.
What the hell does that mean, stuck in time?
It means
Wait.
that I need to figure out more. As I start walking to wherever I think north is, can I make a guess?
Give me a survival check.
Sure. Because I want to stop being in the sun.
Yeah.
I
Instead of
don't.
just sitting
I
here.
don't know. Can you? Well, Elias already ate 2 good berries.
That's why I said accept Elias.
So Doza's gonna steal the dagger.
You already have the dagger.
You already have it.
Yeah.
I got a question.
This is us.
Would that be an attack roll involved technically, like a grapple check or something?
A sleight of hand, no.
No, so he could just
But-
steal it. Okay.
We did kind of talk about this at the beginning, with stealing and that kind of stuff from each other, as kind of a middle ground no. I mean, it is just a dagger.
Yeah, I'm just playing around. I'm not serious about it at all.
15 find north.
So he
Can
can
I-
keep
can I-
it.
15
Can I
fine
find
north.
north?
I think they were okay with you letting you have it.
Yeah, I don't care who has it.
So
Me neither,
I
honestly,
basically
was just
so what happens is Esquire is showing, he tries to show the dagger up and he's, where did it go? I just had it in my hands. Well, that's wherever it's gone now. That was our only clue, so now we're probably stuck here forever. I'm sorry. Your niece, your who else you said?
What did he get? What was his sleight of hand?
We didn't roll. We didn't. I would.
oh,
Yeah.
I assume he just did it.
Yeah,
because
that's fine. That's easy
whatever
enough. As
rolls,
long as
it's
you're
fine.
long as you're a willing participant, I'm okay with it.
I don't
Right,
give a
For
crap.
story.
It's a
It's
dagger.
alright. It's RP.
It's
May I
Doza who
retrieve
has
my
it.
hand axe from the corpse that I threw
That's-
the other one at? Or is it
Gone.
like
It
gone?
exploded.
Exploded.
Is it like buried in sand?
yeah,
Maybe.
the hand axe did explode.
Okay.
Dang it.
How much does a good berry weigh?
Nothing. It's a
Excellent.
raisin, by the way.
How much does this good raisin weigh?
It weighs nothing. It's a speck.
Good raisin.
Yeah.
But as you all start following Esquires, he just starts trudging north.
Yeah, I did. The big wall of sand. I'm gonna mark that on my map.
Sure.
Relative to this dead body.
Fair enough.
Dead body's gonna be gone in an hour.
As
Probably.
you start to head north into the desert, that'll be
Well,
a
I
good
rolled
spot
a
for us.
15.
That'll be a good spot for us to take our 5-10 minute break,
Good reason.
and we'll pick up with you guys journeying into the desert for the next little bit. So stick around.
Oh! Sorry.
We'll be back here in a few.
Yep.
Watch out.
Alrighty,
I get a
folks.
rascal.
We're back. Welcome back to our Stone Prophet, Sands of Har'Akir. Last we left, our group had traversed this wall against the better judgment of a couple others, and came upon this woman dying, emaciated, mentioned some things to you all, and had a dagger on her. After her body pretty much collapsed and nearly disintegrated, start to think about direction to go, some zombies made of sand burst from the sand below your feet and attacked. Once defeated, you guys talked things out and figured the best thing was to follow her directions. Head north, and you have a dagger. As you're heading north across these dunes of sand, what's your marching order like? Tell me about that. How are you traveling? It is sandy terrain. There's heavy dunes in the area. Dry, hot.
I guess Esquire would be first because he started walking north.
All right.
Adrian's in the back, I would say. It's probably the guy that always brings up the rear.
Okay.
Vivian would be near Esquire, probably.
I want to walk in front of Big John, but next to Duncan if he wants to walk next to me.
Yeah, Duncan doesn't want to leave
I'll be
Elias's
like
side.
third in line.
Okay. Kind of like right behind Vivian.
Yep.
All right. Any special way? Are you just traveling? Are you hurriedly traveling? Are you carefully traveling? Are you just
Normal traveling.
normal travel pace? All right.
Vivian would probably be keeping an eye out, though.
That's
'cause
fair.
she's...
I gotcha. We'll say Esquire. Roll me a D10 and a D20.
Hey, Duncan, he's going the right way, right?
Yeah, this is the right way.
All right. So, traveling across the sands. As you're in proper traveling now, get rid of this slow ass music. Go to our expeditionary music. The heat starting to get to you. Some of you might start thinking of taking drinks, but not knowing when your next sip might be.
Vivian will drink when she is thirsty because she knows that
That's when you
most
should.
people who die of dehydration still have water left on them when they die because they
That's
tried
fair.
to save it too long.
Fair enough. Well, as you're taking sips as needed, maybe suggesting others do as well. About an hour or two pass by. You spot looks to be a tent surrounded by a handful of palm trees jutting up about 30-40 feet. Some shrubbery, lush green shrubbery surrounding this tent, as well as it looks like it's on the base of a small pool of water.
Finally, some shade. Come on, let's go. I'll start moving quicker.
Uh,
Toward it.
wait up. This is suspicious.
I keep on going.
Elias, stop. You can't just keep running into things.
I keep on going.
Yeah,
Elias, no.
how many hours is this?
Like 2, 3.
2 hours.
Testing.
I'm gonna start detect poison and disease. Ritually casting it. I'm gonna have to check this water
As
for...
you're just on the dunes before you get there, or are you approaching this?
How far away are we?
I'd say you wouldn't see it until after you pass one of these. You know, you just kind of reach the top of one of the hills of these dunes and see it down near the bottom of the dune, maybe about 60-70 feet away.
Oh, it's a bit far, eh? Okay.
Elias
Vivian
goes
will
running.
cautiously we'll uh, if nobody's gonna sneak with her, she's gonna split from the group and approach from a stealthier approach.
Okay, trying to approach quietly.
I think Duncan will probably try to hold Elias back again.
I'll stick with Vivian and stealth.
Okay. So, Elias, give me an acrobatics check versus Duncan's athletics check. As Duncan holds on to you.
What?
Let's
There's
all
shade over there. We got water.
let's all be careful.
We
Let's
need
all
to.
be quiet.
Man,
We don't know what kind of people or land this is. All I know is that the first person that we encountered died almost immediately, withered away, and then we were attacked by several creatures. I advise caution.
As you finish that, you would see Big John totally unengaged in conversation, but kind of holding a very small book in the palm of his hand, trying to read the word to it, but not doing very well. And he would walk right past you towards the oasis. Or
Alright. I will need a stealth from both Vivian and Doza. And what is Esquire doing? As Big John just kind of starts marching down the dune. Is Esquire doing anything?
The Esquire's just gonna calmly walk up, not speeding, not sneaking.
Okay. kind of like with like Big John. As you two
Yeah.
march down, Duncan's holding Elias back. Vivian and Doza sneaking off, kind of taking a flank around this oasis.
come on, Duncan. Let's go back up, Big John.
Big John has made his choice.
Yeah, squirm out.
Sure. You give me an acrobatics check versus Duncan's athletics. Unless
Big John has
unless he'll
made
let you go at this
choice.
point.
So
As
straight out
you break
green
free
mile.
and start charging after Big John
Damn!
and Esquire.
You never could hold me down, brother.
You fool! You fool! Yeah, I guess I'm gonna walk after him.
All right. As the four of you guys approach, as Doza and Vivienne are kind of sneaking along the side of this dune, you'd approach, feel this cool breeze brush across your faces. Looks like fresh, clean water. Just kind of maybe like a foot or two deep. You can see the bottom easily enough. A little bit of shrubbery around it. Tent looks abandoned, but it would probably fit 3 or so people. Kind of like one of those overhead flaps kind of thing. You just flap it open. Like it's kind of blowing in the breeze. Cool breeze. Very welcome in this environment.
Can I keep my eye out while am I from a vantage point?
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
from?
Yeah, you guys are sitting, you and Doze are kind of like on the dune around the bend looking down at this oasis as they approach it.
Yeah, I'd like to
Yeah.
keep an eye out.
Give me a perception check. With a 23, you would notice what looks to be 7 or so vultures flying high in the sky overhead.
This is not good. Are they circling them in particular?
Looks like they're circling the area, yeah. I'd say one of them looks to be bigger than the other vultures.
I'll inform Doza. But nobody else is around, and I can't exactly yell at them
I would say with the
without alerting.
23, one of those vultures has a wingspan of like 15 feet.
Oh,
Hey.
this, Doza, we might have a problem. I can shoot. Could I actually? How? Yeah.
I'd say they're like 100, 150 feet up.
I have a
in
longbow.
range of a longbow, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot the big guy from my stealth position.
Give me an attack. At advantage.
It's not a good idea.
Is that within short? No, it would be. I said about what I say, 100, 200, 120.
You said 120.
Okay.
It has to be 150.
Yeah. So yeah, with advantage. That does hit. Go and roll some damage.
I regret this decision immediately, guys.
Still
Meanwhile,
not playing smart.
we'll come back to that here in 2 seconds.
They're far away from us, right? Very far.
Like maybe they're just on the side of the dune. They're not that far away from you. Meanwhile, as Esquire, Duncan, Big John, and of course Elias approach this water, it's clean water. I want you each to roll a d20.
Okay.
5.
Okay.
15.
Hey.
Oh!
Is that an inspiration?
No, this is not a d20 test.
Man.
All of you looking at the water, it looks so glistening and clean. You would all see what looks to be kind of very translucently as it starts to float up to the surface from the sand at the base of it. A body about 2.5 feet tall. Looks just like Duncan. Throat cut. Emaciated. Skin not as tan as it is now. Dead. And
Put my hand on Duncan.
Elias, John, and Esquire look over. You don't see Duncan.
Duncan. You see where he went? You guys see where he went?
You just see his body floating in the water.
What the shit?
Duncan? Elias runs into the water.
Oh no.
It says Big John.
I safely look from a distance.
Okay.
Duncan!
As you two step into the water,
Like 20 feet away.
I will need an athletics check
Oh, this water's so refreshing, though.
from both of you guys.
Athletics, you say?
Mm-hmm.
It's a dirty, filthy 20.
What? Guidance? How did guidance? Did it actually turn on guidance somehow? I guess so.
Yep. Duncan, you see this happening. As Big John, you feel yourself sinking in. And there's something pulling you close to the center of this pool. It quickly dissipates. Actually, I'll allow everyone to give me an investigation check.
I was about to ask.
Except for Vivian.
I was like,
This is when she's taking the shot.
Can I use guidance?
When
If
another
someone
dirty 20.
fails, yeah. And they're within 10 feet of a... You can't guidance yourself, though.
Oh, you can't?
I don't think so. It wouldn't help you anyways. You rolled a 3. That's hilarious. Big John, Esquire, and Elias would see that this is not a pool. This is a big pit of quicksand. Pile of rocks nearby is what used to be the tent and the trees that you had seen. Some of them are piled up pretty high. As Vivian shoots
No.
for 10 points.
Pull up that rock stat. Rocks are bigger.
Roll me a double check real quick. 2d4, Vivian. I'm gonna roll 1 too. Or will I? Tell you what, roll me one more. Okay, no, it rolled 1. Okay. As these vultures come swooping down towards you, with the quickness, I'm gonna bring you guys to a map. We're gonna roll initiative. As Vivian, you let loose a shot, striking that large one very well. You hear this loud screech, this "Brrr!" as it, yeah, sounds inhuman, or
Hey, natural.
as they are swooping down towards you. Just imagine they're about, let's say they get a movement like 60
So
feet
once
in
you
the air
keep
now.
track of all the nat 20s and nat 1s we roll this campaign.
It's so far, it's a lot.
I've rolled 2 nat 1s and nat 20, right? And then
I've
how
rolled a
many
lot of nat
tiles?
ones.
Yeah. No, I'm not comparing myself to the DM here. I'm just saying it's been crazy, crazy fringe roll. You know, like ones
As
and
Vivian, are you using your?
She's gonna go first.
You would still Vivian, Duncan, and Doza still see the oasis.
Oh.
As everyone else sees the. As we're gonna go back into that music. Vivian, you are up first.
I see Duncan again?
You would see Duncan. As you started, you're in the middle of what looks to be a pool of deepened sand. Vivian, you're up first.
Yeah, Vivian would first go, mes amis, be careful, in the sky. And she'll snap her fingers and hunter's mark on the big vulture, 90 feet.
Yeah,
is
it
the
is
range.
within range. It's 60 feet away.
And I will shoot at it again, with a walloping arrow.
Okay. Fair enough. 13? I just had you. I believe it hits. Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
And that probably sends it flying down to the floor, because it is going to get proned.
If it makes a DC 10 strength save.
Right. Oh, and...
No, I rolled the wrong one again. Well, it rolled a big 2. As that vulture gets knocked out of the sky and falls into the pit.
Yes.
Immediately gets kind of swallowed up. You see, Vivian, you would see this big splash as it splashes into the pool.
It doesn't come back up.
It does not come back up. And you guys would all see it. Oh, yeah, you murdered a vulture. Good job. It's a big boy. Anything else
But it
for your
wasn't
turn?
just a vulture, though.
I mean, it was a big boy. Yeah, it was a big... you can see the pretty colors on it now.
Oh, so it was literally just a vulture. Oh.
Well,
I mean,
Well,
there's a reason. There's a
none.
quick save.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
It's very
Um,
American-looking vulture.
Shit. So, can
That's why
I?
she killed it.
Uh, before the spell ends. Okay, so I can use my bonus action next turn to move my hunter's mark.
absolutely.
Okay, that's all I was worried about. Yeah. That's it.
That will take us to Esquire, who sees Elias not getting sucked in, but you do see John getting pulled towards the center as he is getting pulled down into this. In fact, I forgot to roll the damage, but John, you do take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
And don't forget, he also sees a giant vulture fall from the sky.
You absolutely see a giant vulture fall from the sky as it just plops
Oh,
down into
shit.
this. Esquire, what you doing? Double check.
You shall all run away from that pit. That's what I'll shout first. And then, I mean, do I see anything other than the vultures?
I mean,
Do I see teeth coming out of the freaking pit?
no, it just seems like a pit. And,
a
you
pit.
can see it kind of starting to crush onto Big John.
Yeah, can't help him.
Damn.
What I'll do is
That's fair.
indirectly in the middle of the pit, what I'll actually do, Steven, is create bonfire.
Okay. What does that look like?
I'll hold out my hand, and then runic symbols appear on the ground as I start forming up into like a pretty large bonfire. Will just appear.
Big John looks over you and goes, "What the fuck, dude?"
As Big John, you just see the center of this essential whirlpool of sand that you're being pulled into just erupt with fire in the center. Anything else for Esquire?
This should teach you to stop running into things, fools.
Oh, fucking choke you to tell me to get out of here.
And I'm gonna back up more
Alright.
in case that gets bigger.
Here's the weird thing. Those of you that still see the pool see fire erupt in the middle of it.
I knew there was something weird about that water.
Not refreshing.
Anything
very
else for Esquire?
That'll end my
That'll
turn.
take us to Elias. Elias, you are in the sand as you are being... You're resisting it at the moment, but you are being pulled closer to the center. As you can see, Big John nearly getting swallowed by it. And is... Yep.
I'm gonna try and run out of the sand, out of this whirlpool to my brother.
Give me an athletics check.
Athletics. 3.
With a 3, you don't make any headway out. As your movement is negative at the moment. You have 0% movement.
Not good. I will grapple onto Big John.
Okay.
And as I grapple onto him, I'll whisper in his ear, "You got this, big boy." And I'll give him another bardic inspiration.
Okay. At the end of your turn, I do need a strength saving throw.
15.
All right. The sand doesn't crush you any further. That'll take us to Duncan.
How far? So am I in?
Seeing them get
whirlpool?
like pulled into the pool and it just erupts with fire in the center.
Am I in the pool itself?
You are at the
like in
you
the
are
whirlpool?
at the edge of it. You are not in it.
So will I be?
You do see a giant
So I'm not.
vulture fall from the sky and fall into the pool as well.
Okay. Because what I want to try to do, and you tell me if this will work or not,
Okay.
and
There's a chance.
this is my last. This is my last spell slot of the day, so please be honest with me. I want to cast Entangle on Elias and Big John.
Absolutely. Why not?
Will that hold them in place?
There's a chance.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Entangle.
I'd say because I like it. It's flavorful. Roll me a spell casting check. Do a wisdom saving throw for me.
Wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
17.
With a 17, what does it look like as these vines entangle or whatever? You tell me.
Well, I'm assuming that I mean I've done this before, and the vines are usually vibrant and green. I'm assuming here they're going to come out as dry, fibrous brown thorny vines, but not like curdy thorny vines, just like desert scrub. That is just going to pop, basically pop out of the ground, and just wrap around them.
I like this one better. That's just a tree. Yeah, absolutely. As Big John and Elias, you feel yourself, unless you resist it, it's up to you guys. You guys give in to the vines grabbing onto you?
Yeah, I see Duncan doing this. I'll let him.
Yeah, Big John would actually, like, as it's happening, try to intertwine, like, his hand into one of the vines to kind of use it as leverage to keep him from going him and Elias any further from going in.
All right.
As it catches on fire and burns.
As it catches on fire and burns you alive. Yep.
Yeah, I did say it was a very dry plant.
It's a dry heat. Don't worry, guys. Anything else for Duncan?
I guess Duncan is just going to back up a few feet.
All right. That will take us to Doza on the hill with Vivienne. Seeing some beautiful, lush plants just immediately grow around both Big John and Elias. Also a fire in the pond. It's a sight to see.
They have that covered, yes. I'm going to step up close. I'm going to ready in action in case these vultures get into my attack range.
Okay. And at the top edge of that dune there. Anything else for Doza?
Nope, just readying that action.
Will take us to the vultures. Yeah, they're gonna fly on down to Vivienne. I would say one of them get within range of you, Doza, as they swarm around her. All of them shrieking wildly. Can't do a vulture noise.
Vulture! Vulture!
18 will hit. Absolutely.
Is there a vulture in here?
Right? As you just pop into it and it explodes into a cloud of feathers as you kill one of those vultures. Meanwhile, the other three.
I just attack it and just like try to bite it.
Yeah, you can grab it and bite onto it. Absolutely.
I'm a cat.
The other three
My friends call me
will
Whiskers.
make attacks against Vivienne. All getting 14s to hit.
Yes. Armor class 15.
As they are just kind of swarming around you. They all had advantage too.
Really?
Yep. Pack tactics.
Damn.
They're just vultures. They're just kind of like flapping and just like screeching at you. That will take us to Big John.
Big John will he'll, if you can, wrap his arm around Elias and try to pull the both of them out of the pit.
Give me an athletics check. I'll give you advantage because of the binds.
Can I still use Bardic Inspiration on advantage?
If you want to, that's up to you. You
If I
choose.
want
You
to?
choose
Okay,
after the
we'll
fact,
see.
after you roll. That's how any of the inspirations work. With a 22,
Yeah, no, I'm the same.
yeah.
Hey,
You
they're good for an
and
hour.
Elias start climbing out of the pit. I would say the vines do slow you. It is difficult terrain, and carrying Elias, just because of the vines, you'll
Right.
still be in it barely, but you get to like the edge of it, clambering
We're
up.
no longer in danger of being sucked into the
Yeah.
fucking inferno.
That is your action to do so.
That'll be it.
All right. That will take us to Vivienne.
Does it take an action to take out my scimitars?
So, no, now drawing a weapon is part of your attack. So if you attack with a weapon, you can draw your weapon. Stowing a weapon is
Okay.
still an item interaction, but you still get one for free. So you can put your bow away quickly, swap out 2 scimitars if you really wanted to.
That's what I'll do, but I will hunter's mark this first vulture on my left,
Okay.
and I'm gonna swing at it. with a
10
10.
hits.
Oh,
They're birds.
Dead.
Yeah, that one definitely puffs into feathers. You just hear,
can
blood
I
splatters onto the
offhand
dune.
Next one?
You absolutely can.
Ugh.
23 will also hit
Go for 1.
as you nick it on its beak, and chip its beak. It doesn't look happy about that.
I will shuffle here to give Doza some room to step
All
up.
right. Yeah, you can just kind of theater mind it there. There's room on the other side of this dune. It's not like one dimensional.
Oh,
like
okay.
that, you know.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
All right. That will take us to Esquire.
Guess I am. Wow, weren't they the ones hiding? It's funny. 1.
Oh, she did get an advantage shot, which otherwise she would have missed that vulture.
5.
And then maybe it would have gotten an attack.
Oh yeah, plenty of range.
Yeah, you're within range of them, yeah.
I heard both 120.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got this whole map.
Almost like you knew what I was doing. Yeah, I'm gonna firebolt that one I was pointing at right in
Alright.
front of her, to her left rather.
Yeah. Is that what it does?
Wait, did it not?
Did not roll the attack, no.
Oh, interesting. Why'd that do that?
I don't know. Because you didn't click on the attack part.
One D&D, everybody.
Well, this has nothing to do with 1D. This is roll 20 stuff. But 19 will hit.
Yeah, nice. 10, come on, 10.
Ooh, for 5 points of fire damage. As Vivian, you kind of nick it in the beak. Looks like it's going in for a strike against you, and a fire just kind of erupts around its chest as it burns up.
Oh, this.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Hashim's meat is on the menu.
Everybody's
and
full on
that'll end my
raisins.
turn.
That will take us to Elias.
I look over at Duncan. Duncan's doing okay. I look down at Big John. Hey, thanks for getting me out of there. I think I got him here. I'll climb up onto his shoulders and I'll jump off his shoulders over
Give me
to
an
the outside
athletics
of
check.
outside of the pit.
Yep. Athletics, I'll give you advantage because of the vines.
14.
Good thing you have that advantage, as you do
Oh, yeah.
hop over outside of the vines there.
I'll get over to here. It should get me into range, yeah.
As the vines
and then
start
I'll-
lighting up.
And I'll yell out to that one. You're so ugly that your mama, she left you in the nest and thought and didn't feed you at all.
It was
I'm
an
working on
action
these guys. Don't.
to get out.
That was an action.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If it was an action, I'll run up by Duncan then.
You can still make fun of it
Yeah.
That's a free action.
as a free action.
Okay. Good, because I'll
Sick-
work on
sick
better
burns
ones.
or
All right.
free action.
Yep. That will take us to Duncan.
Is there only one left? Is that?
Yeah, it's just one vulture.
Can I? I mean, since I'm an animal guy, is this? You said that these are just animals. Are they behaving? Is there a reason that they were circling, or is there
Usually
some?
vultures, I would say without a roll, vultures circle things that are dead or about to die.
Or dying, yeah.
Or dying, yeah.
So what around here is dying?
It's a good question.
Dozy, you should catch that. Catch that out with that last one.
Catch it how? I'll take out my hand crossbow. I don't know if I have distance for that.
It would be a disadvantage, but you can definitely shoot.
It's the only thing I can do, so I'm gonna do that.
It is going to be a miss.
Yeah, I'm not good with this
Crossbow
thing.
bolt lands in the sand next to, well, kind of at the feet of Doza. Anything else?
that'll
for
be-
Boot? All right,
That'll be my whole action.
taking us to Doza.
Gonna flip over top of her and punch this thing.
Punch that thing.
Punch it right in its vulture beak.
An 8 is going to be a miss. You
Or
try
not.
to punch its beak, and it just kind of extends its neck backwards and misses.
And I'll bonus action go again.
All right, that is the opposite of missing. That is a for sure hit. As you punch it in the beak, taking its beak clean off. It flails around, blood spilling all over the sand as it just kind of tries its best to fly back up, but it's just like a chicken with the head cut off, starts to kind of fiddle around, falling around.
Who is the master of the skies now, bird?
Oh, that was a little overkill.
It's just enough kill.
That'll take us to Big John, though. Big John, I just need an athletics check at advantage. Just don't roll below the DC.
That's always the goal.
Yep. If you're trying to escape. There's no danger of animals, at least, anymore. With a 19, you do make it out of there, thanks to the vines. As a shimmer comes across the battlefield. As you now see what it really was just a little bit of sand swirly.
Well, that's not water.
Do I see
Wasn't
that
very refreshing either.
Yes, you would
Not
see what
water.
it is now. Yeah.
I'll mark it on my map.
Okay.
Never was water.
Can I take a look at these animals?
Yeah.
Do I recognize them as part of, like, are they actually, like, are they vultures that I have come across?
Give me a nature check.
I want to see if any of them stabilized.
The the big one burned up and is being swallowed by the sand at the moment.
And Doza basically destroyed two of them.
Yeah.
We should try to save as many as we can for the meat.
We
I
can
was
cook
already hungry
those.
and I ate them.
Yeah, it's a damn shame about the big one.
Vivian, you've never seen a vulture as big as the one that you shot down, but these do look just like regular vultures.
Okay.
Are any of these still alive?
Absolutely not.
No, they're dead.
You didn't turn on non-lethal damage.
I didn't know if they passed their death saves.
There is no death saves for people you kill. With intent to kill, at least.
Big John would walk over and start plucking the feathers off of one of the vultures.
Okay.
Well,
For
clear-
Alarm, I thought these were I thought the big one was a monster bird. I did not know it was just a regular vulture.
Doesn't matter. It's meat. Meat's good. And we're not getting back to Lord Delt anytime soon. So I'll take all the meat I can get. You don't have to eat it.
If you're hungry, I have rations.
Yeah, but we're gonna need meat.
Oh, I think we're gonna need water first. Maybe we can drink the blood.
Funny thing, there's water in meat. Yeah, blood.
There is some truth to that, unfortunately. Vivian, I know you wouldn't kill indiscriminately, but now that they are dead, I think we should take what we can use.
Yeah, waste not, want not.
They're big ugly birds. Who cares? They look
Is there
delicious.
any of
They're
them
like big
that
ugly
have
chickens.
Any of them that are what?
that have blood left that we could drink?
At least they didn't
Give me
shrivel
a
up, did they?
give me a survival check with a 13. You might be able to fill up one of your canteens.
I mean,
Well, you'd have to finish your canteen that you got.
Yeah, I was just about to say I still have.
Still got the rest of the day's water ahead of you.
I don't really want to
I'm gonna top it off.
Warm vulture
You
blood
just
for the walk in the desert.
mixing water and vulture blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blood is
I'll
blood.
stick with water for now.
Blood is can be somewhat salty. Could it not?
That dead mummy lady, she said that there was a river to the north. I say we just keep on going until we find that.
Well, my mom used to say that if you ever get lost, you can drink your pee up to 2 times.
That is very incorrect.
Please don't do that.
I never had to, but doesn't mean I'm not willing to try if I have to. No judgment zone. You drinking blood and water.
You do what
I'd
you
rather
gotta
drink-
do to You gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
Let's keep Heather note before he gets
Unless Esquire, does you looking at anything here? You good?
No. I might have lost track of north, though.
That's a good thing we got my big brother.
It's up. It's still up.
And this is actually your first time seeing a little bit of a rocky landscape.
Yeah, Steven, and
Yeah.
there what you said there was a tent?
It
was
seems
a
like it
rock.
was just an illusion.
I know it was an illusion, but where would that have been? Where the rocks were?
Yeah.
Where the
It seems like the rocks were the trees, the bushes, and the tent. Like that front one would have been the flappy tent.
what time of day does it seem?
Give me a survival check.
Okay, north it is.
But
I'm
as
not good at this.
with an 11, it's afternoon sometime, you think.
Okay, so it's not like getting late. Okay.
No.
I was gonna say we could use the rocks as like camp, but okay, gotcha.
That is a good thought for later. But as you kind of pass and leave away from this place, the rocks quickly fade and back to a sandy dune-like landscape.
What would the carcass of one of the vultures weigh if I chopped it set up with my hand?
I'd say like 20 pounds.
Oh, okay.
They're big. They're medium
It's a
sized.
big ass bird. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big ass bird.
Vultures
Sorry,
are
we'll
big,
take it.
man. It's
Yeah.
like the size of a turkey.
Exactly.
Can you afford 20 pounds?
I believe. Yeah, it's 75 times or
7.5.
7.5. So
I don't think anyone can afford 20 pounds.
actually, no, I actually can't. Doing math in my head, it's not adding up. So no, never mind. Can I guess take time to ship the meat.
I can carry about 10 of those rations if you want.
Yeah, can I pass off rations to carry?
10 rations would equal
No,
the weight of one bird.
five rations. Sorry,
Yeah,
five rations.
yeah, never mind.
I do 5 rations. I do 10 pounds.
No, never mind. It's probably not a good idea to carry. Kind of miscalculated here. Kind of feel stupid now about pulling all those feathers off, but not the dumbest thing I've done.
You got fistful of feathers.
That's gotta make it lighter though, right?
And
I-
you know,
I-
this feathers
I
don't weigh
know-
much.
I know a way. I know a way in which we don't have to carry them. We could just cook one up right now and eat it.
No, I'm all good. I ate that good racing.
Yeah, but you're an idiot.
We're good on food.
I know we're good on food, but we gotta eat what we can when we can.
Well, we had those crows. Vultures, whatever.
If only that bonfire wasn't in the middle of a giant whirlpool. He's cooking right now.
We could still do that. You know this, right?
That's true. There is such a thing as sand cooking.
No, I can do that bonfire whenever I'd like.
I know, but you put the meat underneath the fire and the sand and fire on top.
There
How
are
do you
rocks.
know about deserts? Have you done much research about desert cooking?
So
living?
I mean,
you
beaches
bury the
have
meat.
sand.
Is it-
Yeah, beaches have sand. Like coastal area.
Doesn't the meat get all dirty then?
It does. Wipe the dirt off and you eat the meat.
Well, then you're wiping the flavor off.
It's true. And the vitamins and minerals.
All right, perhaps we should just get moving. The faster we get to where we're going, hopefully.
You got quiet again.
Fine.
Let's just try to get where we're going.
I agree.
Okay.
You're the one who knows where north is. I'm following you.
Do I have to roll again, or can I just?
Nah,
do
you
I
know.
still...
I'd say you know where north is at this point, at least for the
Okay.
day. Gathering your bearings and continuing your march northward. A few more hours pass, traveling across these dunes. The dunes eventually do fade, becoming a more barren landscape. Occasional smaller just piles of sand wisping around. Not far in the distance to the north, you would see a lone stone structure, rags kind of wafting over the kind of like entryway. Seems to be built on a stone foundation. Looks to be abandoned.
Should approach carefully.
Is there like any iconography that like matches the dagger?
You don't see any, no.
I'm gonna mark it on my map that I'm making.
Does Elias go running in?
No, I know better than to run into there.
Seems to have a darkened interior.
I'll-
No doors on it. It's just kind of...
I'll run ahead, but can I do it stealthily?
Give me a stealth check.
I will also stealth with Doza if he will wait for me.
Doze is so sneaky.
Does he wait for me?
I mean,
Yeah.
he's not always that fast. Like, your speed's honestly
Okay.
about the same as his. He's... But both you guys sneaking up ahead as everyone kind of slowly stands back and maybe approaches slowly. But the two of you kind of sneak up to this abode. Looks like it has a couple of entrances, one on either side. It's not very big, maybe 20 feet on either side.
What do we see inside?
What do we see?
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were attempting to go in or not. Like,
Yeah, I want to go up to the door and
Okay.
try to
Like,
figure out
hey.
what's inside.
Yeah, like go, like put your back against like the wall and then like peer inside,
okay,
kind of
okay,
thing.
yeah. I was just waiting for those descriptions. I don't know what you're doing unless you tell me.
Definitely
yeah.
definitely being stealthy.
I
Not
understand,
gonna
I understand that part. We discussed the stealth part. You guys are sneaking. As you kind of both kind of like take either side of the door and peer in, you can see an old woman. Looks like she's actually. Let me double check real quick. Yeah. She's actually knitting.
Oh.
Or like sewing, rather. Not knitting. There's a difference. You would see the interior does have a couple of baskets and some broken pottery inside. It smells of dust and must in here, although no liquid can be seen other than a few. You would see a small bucket. Looks to have some water in it. Her face would have a bandage over her eyes as well.
Look at Doza. Do a shrugging motion.
Just shake my head back and forth, no, and like point to the rest of the group.
Alright, we'll head back.
She's got one of those like bonnet things, like shawl kind of thing wrapped in her hair.
Yeah, feels very Silent Hill.
Yeah,
I'm like,
very creepy.
Well,
We'll tell the
get
group.
back. Yeah.
I would also
This
say
is
that
this lovely lady down there with the bandages over her eyes and sewing. I don't know how she sews, but creepy as hell.
It was a little bit unnerving, I would say.
Well, maybe she doesn't feel, You stab yourself in the fingers enough time, you figure out how to do it.
You're right. I should not have been ableist. That is my fault. Thank you for correcting me. We all need
That's what I'm
help.
here for. Yeah, that's what I'm here.
I think that we should probably approach her friendly and be friendly.
Yes, I don't think it's appropriate to attack everything we see, first glance. I have a reputation after all.
Perhaps
I'm a gentleman,
perhaps she's fully
swing at me.
I mean, I don't typically go around twinkle striking everything I see.
You just keep that twinkle strike away from me.
That Twinkle Strike is amazing, brother.
My God.
I'm a big fan of that Twinkle Strike. Keep on
Yeah.
doing that.
Very well. Let's go introduce ourselves.
What is our goal here?
Just to get out of the shade, or ask directions, and
Yes, I don't know if you noticed. It's very hot.
I do notice that it's very hot. We could.
Is it shady in there?
yes, it is.
Obviously.
Oh, then let's go.
Is it just a rest or?
Yes.
I would say
We
the
will find
sun-
out when we get there.
The sun does appear to be nearly setting. You probably have about 1 to 2 more hours of sunlight.
I mean, if she could give us shelter for the night, I mean, we don't know how much longer we got to be traveling.
It's true. I could. I'm more than ask for help.
Certainly, but nothing I've seen so far suggests that we're in for a straightforward conversation here.
Why? Because you got some. Is you
It's-
blind?
It's just
I
it's
just had this conversation with Doza.
I'm walking to the abode.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll lead whoever wants to go.
And here we go
Okay.
again.
As you approach the abode, not stealthily,
No.
Nope.
No.
you would see this elderly woman in this darkened room. Again, some like broken clay pottery around. Some pottery that's not broken. There is.
Hello.
As you kind of call out.
I didn't hear anything.
You cut out, buddy.
You cut out.
Yep,
Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. We hear you now.
I know. You just hear her kind of.
Oh. Hello, madam?
Yeah,
Are you okay?
Maybe on second thought we do just mosey on out of here.
Wait, can't you like do something for her? Problem?
Steven's cutting out quite a bit. I
No,
think.
it's because he's doing that on
It's
purpose.
because of the noise that it doesn't quite hit your guys' ears well.
He's
It's-
going.
I would say
She's
Doza,
squawking.
Vivian, and would notice that she doesn't have a tongue.
Oh,
Oh. Oh shit.
and does her blood look like it's fresh?
Give me a medicine check.
Like how close am I be able to like
You tell
have
me.
this interaction?
How close are you? It's only
Well,
it's a small room, so you're like 10, 15 feet away. Like it's not that,
Sorry. It's okay. Don't try to speak. Guys, she does not have a tongue.
That's why I'm back outside over here by my brother Duncan.
Starting to get some sense.
Poor thing.
Can you write? Nod if you can write.
Big John is gonna
and she'll nod a little bit.
approach her.
But
Can
you
you-
can't see.
Can you sign?
Throughout all this, Big John is gonna approach her and, kind of in pity, just reach out his hand and kind of put it out to hers for her to kind of feel.
Oh, be careful.
And she responds in kind.
What happened to you?
She can't talk.
Then she'll take one of her hands and start drawing in the sand.
I want to see if this is an illusion too, Steven.
Give me an investigation check. Absolutely not.
I'll whisper
So
to
real.
Vivian. This one doesn't seem a little illusion like the pit of quicksand.
I think she is just truly a poor old lady. It's terrible what has happened.
Can any of you do something?
What did she draw in the sand? Can I look?
She drew a letter N, and then an arrow to the right of N. In fact, I'll draw it here. I'm gonna draw it on this map right here, right now. We're doing it live.
In the sand.
In the
Whoa.
sand. How about that?
To
This
scale.
is it. Droop to first, everyone. Droop to first. Drawn in the sand. It appears to be an N. Everyone.
About 6 feet tall. Oh, big arrow.
I imagine it's not actually that.
As someone who is proficient with cartography, does this look like anything related to mapping?
Garbage can.
Usually a big N and an arrow.
Bucket.
Oh,
Water?
North to bucket.
North? North?
North to bucket.
The only place I put my bucket was north. Water. You might be wanting some water. Yeah, Esquire will open up a bit of his water skin and start giving her some.
She's got water.
Yeah, she has water already.
Oh,
Give her some of her own water.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
that's what I'll do.
She'll accept it.
I'm assuming that's what you want.
And she points
Just
back
pointing
to
an arrow.
the drawing and towards the this.
Are you saying if we go east there is water? Nod if yes, shake your head if no.
She kind of shrugs.
Oh.
Are you trying to tell us where water is? Just nod for yes, shake for no.
She shakes for no.
So water is not a part of the equation.
Are you asking us for help? Yeah, guys, this is a poor old lady with no eyes and a tongue. I don't think she's trying to tell us anything except get me the fuck out of here.
Are you hungry by any chance? I have food I could give
She'll
you.
kind of start feeling around, and she pulls up some looks to be jerky out of
Can
like
you
a
eat that
really
without the
dirty
tongue?
bag. It is disgusting looking jerky.
Oh. That is... I don't... Is it good? Is it still good?
Give me a nature check.
What? I was gonna say, what kind of jerky?
It's
It's edible, but it is
Okay.
old.
Vulture
Like-
jerky.
Is it
So what you're
people
saying is
jerky?
I'm gonna give her my good raisins.
She'll take one and she doesn't know what to do with this small dried fruit.
Oh, you eat it. It's very filling.
And she'll eat it and kind of lightly smile.
I wish.
And she points back at the drawing that she made.
What's your name, sweetheart?
How is she gonna give us her name? You have to be more careful of the questions you ask.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Well, it's nice to meet you, John.
Um,
Uh,
is uh, this is quite confusing. Is this a bucket that you drew?
She kind of nods.
And is the bucket? Do we need to go north?
She shrugs at that.
Are you wanting us to take the bucket?
She kind of just looks down.
Do you know Petro?
Does
She
anyone
shakes her
know
head.
how to heal a body part or something?
How to what?
Heal a body part or
Regeneration.
something?
Level 5.
Oh, heal,
cleric spell.
heal. Okay. I heard
Regeneration.
pill.
Just take the body part and you sew it back together.
Does anyone
As
see
you
a
say
tongue?
that, she points at her drawing again. A little excited.
Oh,
Oh,
north.
And she shakes her head.
not north.
East.
East.
So the tongue is east. And that's
Oh,
what we
She
have to
kind
go
of
fetch with the
she
bucket.
kind of ponders that for a moment.
So take the bucket east.
No, I don't think it's a bucket. Wait.
It looks
is
She,
it
like a
she
bucket.
smiles as you say that.
Oh, is the tongue east?
She seems unsure.
What? Can I make an intelligence check to see if I can figure out this drawing, Steven?
Sure.
Thank you.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
I have proficiency.
Me as well.
Investigation.
Esquire, you're
so
not
does
used to
he.
seeing this kind of stuff.
Yeah, this is.
Can I make the attempt?
You can, yeah.
We're stupid.
It doesn't look unlike a bucket.
Okay.
I'll say this: what do you use a bucket for?
I'm assuming a
Carrying
well.
things.
Water.
A well. It's supposed to be a
Yeah.
well.
I wanted
Yeah.
my character to get it, but
I will ask her. Is there a well to the east?
She nods.
And you want us to go to the well?
are you wanting me to bring you along to the well?
She kind of gestures to her face.
Your tongue is in the well.
Is your face in the well?
Kind of implying that she can't see.
What'd you say?
Implying that she can't see.
Oh,
Obviously, but I can bring her to the well.
I can hold her
She'll
hand.
shake her head at that.
No.
No.
Okay.
Well, everyone. Let's go to the well.
wait. Let's take a few moments to sit in. Is it okay if we relax? Do we need to relax?
Yeah. How long have we been traveling? It's been several hours, right?
About
Are we?
5 or 6 hours, so it is nearing the end of day.
Okay.
Gosh, there's of course
really
Do
quiet.
you mind
down.
if we sleep here?
And she kind of shakes her head, as in she doesn't mind.
Well, all right. Then we can go tackle that in the morning, right?
Um,
And she gestures to her small, tiny abode. Like, it could fit you guys. It's not going to be comfy.
yeah.
I'm little.
That is true. Half of you guys are small. This is a first for me. Where
And I don't have to sleep. I just gotta sit in trance.
it's true.
So is that what we're doing? We're taking a
Short, or short, or long, or
It's up to you
imagine
guys.
we would.
Um,
Imagine we would take a rest at this point, just before we embarked on anything else.
yeah, we're in unknown territory, and we don't know when we'll be able to get a shelter again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good idea. Get
especially
her.
since the weather's gonna change. I mean, I guess we would. I don't know. Potentially, I don't know. Who might know about deserts? But deserts get really cold at night, so
Um
that'd probably be the recommendation.
can I if we do if we are deciding on a short rest, can I do like a skill check to try to spend my time with this old woman?
Yeah, learning like if there's a better way of communicating,
Yeah.
because she doesn't have eyes. Maybe even having her use her fingers on my palm to like
Or do more
maybe
drawings in the
like
sand.
trying to figure out what language she understands, Stephen.
Seems like
Basically
she
using
understands
that.
common.
So I would like to have her on my hand basically
It's really
draw
difficult
letters.
for that.
Yeah, and like this is
Yeah,
the word
she
she
wrote
wants
an
to use.
N.
Yeah, but that like it says there's a well east. What I want to try to figure out, what Esquire wants to figure out is what's the purpose of the like. Does she want us to go fetch something for her? Is she wanting us to check out the well? Want kill anything over there? Like, how can we help this poor old lady?
It seemed like she was gesturing to her face several times.
But what does that mean? Like, does she need her? Does she need me to hold her ankles and dunk her in the well a few times?
I would
Well,
say
yeah, she wants her face pieces back, brother. You know, pieces.
Or
For
is
the
she
face.
trying to keep us away from the well?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Is that a
trying. I like.
warning?
I am.
it seems like she wants you
like-
to go there.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you evil? Are you trying to
She
get
smiles
our
at
eyes
that.
and tongue?
She almost lets out a giggle as you
Is-
ask her that.
Is this a means to for us to lose our tongues and eyes as well?
She shakes her head no.
Okay, I trust you.
Fair enough. Well, I will say, as you guys maybe bed down, we'll discuss that if that's what you guys are doing.
Yeah, depending on it.
That'll be a good spot for us to end tonight, and we'll pick up there next week as you guys are strange people in a strange land, and we'll pick up there.
Yeah, we're all a bunch of
Yeah.
rogues, maniacs.
Yep. Everyone's going crazy. But yeah, good first session, and thanks Twitch or internet, whoever's watching, for watching, and we'll see you next time on our Stone Prophet. Night, internet.
Bye, everybody.
Catch
Bye.
up, Flippity.
Bye.
Goodbye.